Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining me in this video. For those of you who have been asking when is Nnamdi Kanu going to appear before the new judge that was assigned to him after they removed Justice Binta Nyako. So it is going to be next week, Friday.
Hello, welcome to this channel. There is this video I came across and I would like us to watch it together. But before we do that, please, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please go ahead and do that. Click on the subscribe button and turn on your notification bell to keep being part of this. Then as you watch, do not forget to react and also drop your comments in the comment section.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining me in this video. For those of you who have been asking when is Nnamdi Kanu going to appear before the new judge that was assigned to him after they removed Justice Binta Nyako. So it is going to be next week, Friday, okay? Next week, Friday. Nnamdi Ejimako confirmed that they will be going to court as scheduled on March 21st. That is next week, Friday. So I believe that part of the letter Nnamdi Kanu wrote through his legal counsel Nnamdi Ejimako to the Chief Justice of Nigeria was, to make the trial to be very fast. That is speedy trial, okay? And some of the things, including the removal of Binta Nyako and so on and so forth. But that is not a guarantee to, the justice we are waiting to see. So the justice we are waiting to see will be guaranteed when we see it. But for now, I personally, from my own opinion, I cannot tell you that, the new judge means that everything is going to be fine. Because the only thing that one should expect that, first of all, the judge should be able to respect the Supreme Court ruling, which said that Nnamdi Kanu did not jump bail, that the federal government erred by sending the military to his house on the eve he was preparing to appear before the court. Not that they went there to greet him. They killed people numbering up to 20. They killed dogs and so many other things. And the man managed to escape. So that was the ruling of the Supreme Court. So if you want to know whether the judgment will be fair, you will know from the beginning. Because if, for example, now Supreme Court had not ruled all these rulings in favor of Nnamdi Kanu in some part, one would say, okay, no problem. Let him refuse to face justice or to face justice. You'll be talking about what you don't know. Now, we are talking about what we know that has already happened. We are not talking about what is going to happen. We are saying that the Federal High Court should just respect the order of the senior courts. Okay? Supreme Court is like, they are fine, whether they are correct or wrong. That is one of the dangers of Supreme Court judgment. Okay? Whether they are right or they are wrong. When Supreme Court pass judgment, people will say it's final. Okay? But for me, I believe what the nature dictates is final. Now, Sahara Reporters published that Nnamdi Kanu set to appear before new High Court judge on March 21st. Lawyer Ejimako. Now, here is the details. The detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra Pop, Nnamdi Kanu, is scheduled to appear before a new judge on March 21st, 2025, according to his legal team. This was confirmed by Kanu Special Counsel, Barrister Nnamdi Ejimako, on Friday. That was yesterday. Ejimako confirmed that a week later that they will be appearing before the court. Sahara Reporters had reported that the Chief Judge of the Federal High Court, Justice John Tosho, reassigned Kanu's case to another judge. The reassigning was confirmed in a release on Saturday by Ejimako, who had disclosed that Kanu was ready to face his trial because he was convinced of his innocence. On Friday, Ejimako, while confirming the date of Kanu's appearance in court before the new judge, said it is now official that Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu shall appear before a new judge on the 21st March 2025. It is a milestone and we are primed and ready. Now, before I continue with the article, a lot of people who have been saying and talking all sort of rubbish that Nnamdi Kanu don't want to face trial. If you know that you are guilty, that is when you will be, afraid to face trial. Not when even Supreme Court has 80% acquitted you. Not even when after so many years, the government, they are unable to find you guilty. They amended charges here and there. Before they charge him treasonable felony, he said he committed treason. But at the end, where is the treason now? It is the same federal government that used their hand to remove treason. And I wonder how so many news media, including Vanguard, I'm surprised to see that Vanguard is still reporting that Nnamdi Kanu is facing treasonable charges. That is so wrong. As Vanguard is a very big media now that we used to respect. So if they don't know what is going on in Nigeria, who should know? That is why a lot of Nigerians don't even know what is going on in their country. If a Vanguard newspaper, whether it's their media team, I don't know, correspondents, wrote that Nnamdi Kanu is facing treason, you know that Nigerian media houses are bent to deceiving Nigerians. So, for your information, Nnamdi Kanu is not facing any treasonable felony or treason charges and so on and so forth. Okay? The federal government who brought the treasonable charges, they are the same people who withdrew the treasonable charges because they know what they are doing. And they knew that that will not fly then. So they had to remove it. And said, okay, it is a terrorism case now because IPOB was proscribed, blah, 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 blah. Nonsense. And then Nnamdi Kanu have come out to say that if you want to talk about issue of IPOB, you must go back to the first court, Federal High Court, that declared that IPOB is not a terrorist organization. So that is another nightmare that they are about to face. Now, the article continues that this development marks a significant step in the ongoing legal proceeding, which have been fraught with controversy and constitutional challenges. Kanu's legal trouble have been a focal point of the national and international debate since the extraordinary rendition from Kenya to Nigeria in June 2021. His legal team and various human rights organizations have consistently argued that his detention and trial violates international law and Nigerian constitutional provisions. Kanu's legal team has repeatedly challenged the fairness of his trial, citing violation of his right to a fair hearing and speedy trial. In December 2023, the Supreme Court ordered his case to be returned to the Federal High Court for trial, but his lawyers argued that the decision failed to address the revocation of his bail, which they insist must be restored before any further trial proceedings. In recent months, Kanu also filed 2 separate lawsuits against the Nigerian government, demanding an unconditional release from detention, 100 billion in damages for alleged violation of his constitutional rights. He also demanded a formal apology from the government to be published in the national newspapers and the transfer of the case to the Southeast, where he argued it should have been originally filed. One of the major legal disputes in Kanu's case has been the recusal of Justice Binta Motondanyako in September 2024. And the article continues on and on. So, what I'm trying to say in this video is that Nnamdi Kanu is not afraid to face any trial, and next week Friday he will be appearing before the court. His boldness, his courage to face his fear has been taking him far beyond where people imagine. So the illegality that was going on with Binta Nyanko's issue after she recused herself and they still returned the case to her was a constitutional violation. And I was just imagining, what if it is someone who cannot even speak for himself? Because Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer, they were bent to giving up to letting Binta Nyanko just try. But Nnamdi Kanu stood up and said, "Don't talk when I'm talking." And he defended himself. Okay, so another thing is that a lot of people have been asking, are we sure that Nnamdi Kanu's case could be settled through the court? But who knows? People are still saying, I think it should be a political matter, blah, blah, blah. But when you talk about the political matter, you see, they have presented offers time with that number. If Nnamdi Kanu want to get out of the detention facility tomorrow, it's just a matter of denouncing that he's not going to agitate anymore. But the man has making his position clear to people. Even when he come to court, he used to tell people that there is no going back to what he's doing. So he's not afraid of anyone. And that is how a normal human being should behave. There is no need to be afraid of anyone, because there is nothing that you're afraid of that will not meet you one day. That is death.
Thank you for watching this video. Please leave your contribution in the comment section and also do well to subscribe. I'll see you in my next video.